Fiberworks project is important to Centennial because it's really an investment in new infrastructure. We've talked about how it's a unique project and it's quite innovative in many ways, but it's also a considerable capital investment. So there's many reasons that we want to see it successful, and it's an investment over the long term. So it's not about necessarily finding success in years 1, 2, and 3. We're making this investment and it's really a 30-year investment. That's how we look at it. So over the course of the long term for the city, I think there'll be a lot of win cases, a lot of great stories that will come from the vision that this council put to create this project, put this infrastructure in the ground, and then have the right leadership with the Fibre Commission behind it to help set policies and agree contracts that are required for us to work with our private sector and public sector partners. We're very pleased to say that construction-wise, we're ahead of schedule. The central ring around the city, which is about 20 miles, is completed. We are about 70% of our western ring completed, so virtually getting all the way out to nearly to Broadway at Littleton there. And we're just starting the construction on our east ring, which goes all the way out towards 470 on the east side of the city. It's a total of 50 miles, and our goal has always been to have the project completed before the end of 2018, and I think we're well on track to both complete the project build and be on track financially for the end of this year. And I think fibre is a wonderful long-term infrastructure, and there are many use cases to what fibre potentially can provide for. So we've talked about how fibre can serve the city from connecting its own sites. It can be a backbone and serving point for traffic signaling, and it can be an asset that we work with to lease from a community anchor institution perspective and with potential private sector partners and customers. A great example is how controlling your own fibre infrastructure can really be the foundation for smart city initiatives. So I don't quite know yet if everybody's figured out what the latest and greatest smart city initiative is going to be, but the fact that Centennial owns its own infrastructure can really provide a foundation to help support that. So as all the creative ideas around smart communities are being factored in and factored out, and there's a vision for smart communities, the fact that we pretty much can have an unlimited capacity from a fibre perspective to serve any of those initiatives really puts us in a very exciting position for any discussions we have with private sector companies that want to explore smart community projects with municipalities.